everybody, Togavor here, and today we're back for week 2 of the NPL. This one will not be live comp because this happened late at night, impromptu, and super early. We did not play this match on time. My future ones, besides this match and week 3, will be live comp. Week 3 also was played early, and I actually did still record it live comp, and the live commentary was pretty entertaining. Oh, the recording screwed up. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through this in post-com and try to break down everything that happened. So looking at Trev's team, the biggest surprise to me, even though I did go through, my team analysis of his and such, I did have Blissey, ranked is not really a threat to me. I'm not surprised he brought it though, because it's his only rocker. Dublade's here, and as I alluded to in my team builder, Dublade's gonna cause me trouble because I didn't bring knockoff on Scizor, didn't bring Shadow on Gardevoir. Huge mistakes on my part. Besides that, I'm not too threatened. Obviously, Braviarys is a threat, but I have Scizor with Bug Bite to kind of deal with it. I should have just, I don't know. But he didn't bring Emboar, which is good, and he didn't bring Zardwai, which is good, and he didn't bring Kiddos Black, which is good. So, this is not the team I think I actually, even though the team that I thought he would bring was, technically more threatening to my team, the actual composition that he brought is more threatening to my team in reality because I didn't prep for things. I did not prep for Doublade, and you're going to see that come up in this game. I should have prepped more for it. You're also going to see a mistake in this actual game. I prepped before the game. I forgot to make Garchomp Rough Skin, which has a smaller part to play. So he leads off with Blissey just to get up his rocks. I lead off with Gardevoir. I just decided to go straight off for a Side Shock. I almost clicked Calm Mind. Calm Mind, could have been the better play, but since I don't have Shadow Ball, it's not. Right here, he protects. I get a crit. It does a lot. I try to Encore him into the rocks. See, right here, I should have predicted him to get a Doublade. I just wasn't. I didn't feel like... This whole match, I don't predict. And it's so annoying that I don't. Looking back on it, it pains me. This game pains me to watch in hindsight. So, he goes for Gyro Ball. You see, I don't have the rough skin there. He switches into Togekiss, as I just go for the safe Earthquake because I want that thing gone, and I switch out in case he is Scarfed. I don't want to be taking anything. He just goes for the safe Air Slash, and I don't know what he is at all right now, but from that play, it makes me assume he's Scarfed, so I just go straight for an Agility here. And I decide to Baton Pass into my Scizor, as I cannot speed this, and this is where I really wish I had Knock Off, because I do just go for the U-turn here. He misses that Seed Flare, which isn't the biggest deal. Wouldn't really do anything with my Scizor. But, because I could have just knocked off there. And I could have gotten a good amount of damage on Doublade, took off its Violite, and then Gardevoir would become a massive threat to his team. But I didn't bring knockoff, and that's a huge fault on my part. So, I switch back into the Garchomp on the U-turn, get up my Stealth Rocks up, which is important. I switch immediately out into my Scizor on the Seed Flare, as you can see, with a crit, it does 24. So I think that crit basically makes up for the miss. I do, in fact, predict him to stay in here, and I just safely U-turn pivot out. If he did have the HP Fire, it would have gone down, but I could have avenged it. And I just go into my Terrakion here, as it is faster, and I double out into my Scizor. Oh, so that play was because I didn't notice the leftovers on it, and so I thought he was scarred for the game. Again, this was played 11, really late at night, and I was not at the top of my game here. Here, he misplaced. He could have recovered, and this Blissey could have been annoying for me, but the Bug Bite surprisingly doesn't kill, mainly because I'm Aqua Berry. Oh, that's right, I'm Aqua Berry. That's why I stayed on the Shaman so easily that first time. So I just go into my Gardevoir, pick it up a kill with the Hyper Voice. He brings him to Blade here to threaten me out. Goes for the Pursuit to get damage. I was so close to staying in, just getting Hyper Voice damage off, and that would have been really good. But I'm actually okay with this. But right here, I just go for the safe Earthquake, and I just... It's fine actually here, because it takes out the, takes us out anyway with the attack investment I have, which is actually pretty impressive. I didn't think it would die, and I don't think he did either. But then right here, I do believe I just stay in here, yeah, and he reveals he is Scarfed with Dazzling Gleam here. So at this point, I misplay, so I'm going to pause it right... Oh, no, I don't misplay yet. So yeah, he goes into his Reuniclus, I go for the Calm Mind. And right here, I switch out. The reason that I switch out here, it was a misplay. I should have just kept Calm Minding there. I would have gone for game. It would have been playing the game that I knew I was probably going to have to play with Reuniclus, which is Crit War with Shadow Ball. What was I going to say? I was really, really, really fearing that he would be, this would have been really smart on his part. Bringing Reuniclus, having it be a switch into Cresselia, and then running like a trick Scarf on Reuniclus. That would have been brilliant. I really thought he was going to bring a trick Scarfer between Togekiss and Reuniclus in the game. I'll tell you right now, it turns out not to be so. His Togekiss is Scarf, but it did not bring Trick on it, which I really think he should have. But he goes into that. I switch into my Gardevoir as he Calm Minds. Now, he knows I have the Encore here, and I still go for it. I missed that. It's a bad play on my part. No reason not Hyper Voice. I really need to get damage on this thing. Hyper Voice would still do a decent amount to that thing, and I could just go into Crescent Calm Mind along with it. I had no reason not to make that play. Now right here with my Garchomp, really weakened, I decided to go into Zapdos, and it just gets sacked off to Shadow Sneak plus, or Shadow Claw plus Shadow Sneak from the Blade. And now right here, I go into my Terrakion with the Earthquake. This is where I really misplay. I've seen him have Pursuit, and so I really didn't think that he would have, he shouldn't, I've seen Pursuit, Gyro Ball, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw. I've seen his whole moveset. So all of these plays right here, I should not have done any of these. I should have gone straight into my Cresselia and just started setting up Calm Minds, because that's the only way I'm going to win anyway. And so that would have given me a much higher differential and possibly another chance after I break through things with like Gardevoir. So I played terribly, honestly, leading up to this. I'm really disappointed with myself in the way I played. I could have had a much stronger victory. Definitely could have. Especially if you look at what Mega Gardevoir does to his team. But anyway, so right here, he goes for the Infestation. And so I was talking with him after the match, and so he brought this to trap in Cresselia or something else, or like a defensive Garchomp, and just set up on it with his Reuniclus. And I also have Calm Mind, and so I'm gonna turn it from normal to fast here. There's a chance that you won't hear me talking right now, and this will be sped up, because this is just a Calm Mind war. Actually, I'm not going to speed it up. There's no reason for you to watch everything play out. There is, so let's skip a couple of turns here. So you see, I start going for Shadow Balls when I get to +6. I have to be mindful. One thing that I couldn't do, I thought about this, because I would theoretically, if we both had unlimited PP, like, I take the hits from him better than he takes the hits from me, even at +6. So had I had more PP than him, I could have just PP stalled here for a safe victory. But if you count the moves, especially because he has Infestation over Shadow Ball, if you wanted to compare those, we both have a Psychic move. I have Psyshock, he ends up having Psychic. You see he gets a crit Infestation there, which does a lot, so I'm going to make sure I stay up above that range. Which is why I'm forced to go for the Moonlight here. But even that Psychic does 12%. I really think he should have brought Psyshock. I don't think he had a big reason not to, in my opinion. But yeah, so he goes for the Calm Mind there to restore that. But yeah, because he has his recovery move has more PP than mine, and we have about equal PP on our normal attacking moves, and Calm Mind obviously is the same, except for the fact that he has Infestation, which has like 64 or 32 PP. Either way, that's enough for him to be able to win a struggle war against me. So I don't want to go for that strategy. So I go for it. I just keep going for the Shadow Ball here. As you can see, it's a pretty long battle, 42 turns. And right there, me and Trev were in call together during the match. You can ask him. I called the crit there. I was like, I'm gonna crit. I just knew it. I called it. I'm like, crit city, crit city, crit city, and it came through. And I'm gonna sweep him. Obviously, if I would have played significantly better, I could have had a 4 or even 5-0 if I set up with Cresselia earlier and just went for the same win strategy. Like, it would have ended up being the same. But right there, I just Moonlight up to be extremely safe for some reason. If like the Doublade got a mega crit with Shadow Sneak, but it doesn't. I could have been a dick there and just like Moonlight it again or something, but I don't. I just take him out with the Psyshock. And Cress brings it back for me. I'm not happy with the way I played at all, but he didn't prep for Cress enough at all. I talked to him after the game. Trev, who is obviously a very good friend of mine, definitely make sure you go check out his channel. I have not said that, so if you're still here, make sure you go check him out. He puts out some great content, and he's a fantastic player, obviously the champion from last year. Leading up to this battle, he had won 12 games in a row, so I was the streak ender in a 1-0 victory fashion. Still a victory I'm not incredibly proud of. I mean, the hacks happened. I don't really consider it hacks too much because it was in my favor, in fact, with 24 Shadow Balls. The chance for one of them to crit is pretty high, as the standard crit rate in XY is 6%, so, or XY or S, same thing. So it was definitely in my favor to win that game, but Doesn't mean I like winning the way I did, especially with how many misplays I made. If I would have just set up with Crest earlier and gone for the win, like a 4-0, 5-0 win, I would have felt much better. But anyways, that's the battle. I really hope you guys did enjoy. 10-minute video, not the longest thing in the world. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and leave a like if you did. Anyways, yeah. So I'm Toga Warrior yourself. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.